Okay, so students, I have got a lot of queries from lot many students regarding the choice of branch. So in this video, we are going to take each and every branch in detail, and with each branch, we are going to understand the good things, the bad things related to that branch. Plus, आज से 10 साल बाद 10 years from now, which branch is going to have more career scope or more job opportunities, and which branch is going to go down. So we are going to discuss each and every branch of medical sciences that is available, जिसमें MD, MS, DNB available है, and along with all the details. And this video, please watch it till the end because it is going to be very, very informative. We are going to talk about all the branches. It's going to be a long video, but it is going to be very beneficial. So now all the students now who are preparing for the counseling and making their list, plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D, plan E, plus the list of colleges, please do watch this video. The first thing and the foremost thing why we are doing all this is because we want to be happy. So the most important thing that I want you all to understand, that in life happiness is the first important criteria, right? Now select a branch based on your passion or your interest. I'll say like what you are interested in. We'll come to that. Second, as I've already said a lot of times, that think about what work-life balance you want in life. You are having no problem with hectic, you are happy doing a hectic life, hectic work, fine, or you don't want hectic, right? So these are the two things which you have to think about. The second thing that I would like to say, the third thing, sorry, is the job opportunities in future. So this also we will see that which branch is going to be having job opportunities in future. If you take a branch in which in future it's a dead branch, then what is the use of taking it, right? And the fourth thing that is very important is the financial aspect. Obviously everybody wants to earn well, obviously everybody wants to have a good life, so it should be paying branch also, right? Now let's divide the branches amongst there are two types of branches. I'll take a separate page. There are two. First is medical and allied, and second is surgical and allied, right? Now in medical and allied, what are the branches that we have? We have MD internal medicine, right? Now with all we have DNB also. So if I'm not writing DNB, don't think that it is not there, but it is always there. MD or DNB, internal medicine. Then the second medical branch that usually goes is MD pediatrics, then MD derma, MD psychiatry, right? And MD respiratory medicine. Then we have MD anesthesia, okay, MD emergency medicine. Then we have MD family medicine, MD geriatrics, like we have pediatrics, so we have geriatrics also. After that, all the pre and paraclinical subjects are also MD, specifically like patho, micro, pharma, right, forensic, community medicine, all these subjects are also MD. Coming to the surgical branches. Now surgical branches may again it is MS or DNB, and here we have general surgery, right? Then we have orthopedics, then we have ENT, then we have ophthal, then surgical branches we have obs and gynae, right? So these are the surgical branches normally present in the medical college. Apart from that, एक दो branches और हैं, जैसे MD यहाँ पे मैं कहूँगी there is immunology and transfusion medicine. So this is a new branch that is coming up, and a lot of students are taking this also, right? So now that we have highlighted the MS branches and the MD branches, so now let's take them one by one. The first branch that I will take is MD geriatrics. Now why I'm taking branches in a different pattern is because everybody knows about MD medicine, surgery and all these things. First we'll start talking about lesser known branches. Now MD geriatrics, a person who wants to take MD internal medicine but is not getting it, right? That person can take MD geriatrics. Now MD geriatrics, you mainly treat the old patients, right? Another very beneficial benefit is what? That it is a futuristic branch. Why futuristic branch? I'm saying why, because right now the population today is mostly middle age, right? And in next 10 years it is definitely, I'll say, old age is going to increase. So geriatrics increase in geriatric population is going to be there, and so those who take geriatrics are definitely going to have a good patient base, right? And what are the diseases they normally will be suffering from? They'll be suffering from rheumatology, that is joints. They'll be looking for joint replacements, right? Then they'll be definitely having cardiac issues, right? Then kidney issues. So rheumatology, I'll say joints also. Then they'll be having some amnesia or movement disorders. So now look at it from a different angle also. If you take ortho today, orthopedics, and become a joint replacement surgeon, then also in next 10 years it is going to have an increased patient base, right? If you go for cardiology after MD general medicine or respiratory medicine, then cardiology, I always say it is an evergreen branch. Cardiology एक ऐसा branch है जो कभी भी जिसका डॉक्टर कभी भी घर नहीं बैठेगा, always very highly paying branch. And similarly this joint replacement people, they also very high payment. I mean, I've seen orthopedics owning really good amount. Then kidney issues are there. So what is the branch that comes in your mind? That is nephrology, right? So if you go for DM nephrology also, that is again going to give you a good scope in the future, because there's an increased number of patients who are going to have kidney problems. Then this gives rise to neurology. So neurology is going to have a good number of patients. Now another इसी में और branches देखते हैं. Old age के साथ problems आती हैं. Prostate. So what is the branch that you are looking for here? Urology. A urologist is the ideal person to operate on the prostate. So I'm not saying that this is the only disease. What I'm trying to tell you is, with the disease, how the branches are related and what is the scope in future. So urologist will always be in demand, will always, इसकी दुकान हमेशा चलेगी. मतलब ये वो ब्रांचेस हैं जिनकी दुकान हमेशा चलेगी, जिनकी रोजी रोटी हमेशा आती रहेगी, कभी भी कम नहीं होगा, नेक्स्ट 10 years में कम नहीं होगा. So you got, these are the branches which are going to be beneficial in future, because the old age population is going to increase and these diseases are going to increase. Another very important branch, respiratory medicine. Now respiratory medicine, it's very it's given a very step sisterly attitude by students who want to take MD medicine. So MD, if you are not getting MD internal medicine, right, if you are not getting MD internal medicine, take respiratory medicine. And MD respiratory medicine will take you to DM cardiology, can take you to DM critical care medicine, can take you to other DMs also. So respiratory medicine is also taking you to the same pathway where you wanted to go through internal medicine, right? You're reaching the same pathway. So if you're not getting internal medicine, don't get disheartened. You can take respiratory medicine and continue with your onward journey. You can even do DM pulmonary medicine, right? So think of respiratory medicine as a very good option. Think of geriatric medicine as a very good option if you're not getting MD in internal medicine. Then the next we are going to see is pediatrics. Now pediatrics is a very hectic branch because you have to deal with emergencies related to children. Join only if you are compatible with children. That is very important, right? Now pediatrics, you can go to DM pediatric, lot many subjects like surgery, then pediatric nephrology, then pediatric hepatology, then pediatric cardiology. So there are lot many subjects which you can go. Otherwise also pediatrics is an end branch. You can do some fellowships also of 1 year, and you can be a very good doctor here. It will always remain in demand, always in demand, because in future the number of children will become less but more, what to say, मतलब ये उनके लिए ज़्यादा more special, like one child in a family and the child will be very special. For that child एक जरा सी खांसी भी आएगी तो वो फटाक से उसे डॉक्टर के पास लेके भागेंगे. So that is one thing. Then other branches, MD general medicine, psychiatry. Yes, psychiatry I would like to speak about. Now psychiatry is a branch which I would like to say that take only if you are strong emotionally. Don't take it if you yourself are dealing if you yourself are dealing with some psychiatric issues, anxiety, panic attack. So take only if you are very strong emotionally, because this is a branch where you need to do justice to the patient. Patient is coming with a mental illness, so you need to do justice to the patient, and that you can do only when you can be a neutral, emotionally balanced, mentally very strong kind of person. So take psychiatry only then. And psychiatry has got a huge scope because in future, because slowly and slowly people are coming to terms with psychiatric illnesses and they are coming to the doctors for treatment. ऐसा नहीं है कि पहले की तरह इसको taboo समझ के and people were not coming. So now they are coming definitely. So in medical branches we had in medical branches we have covered internal medicine, pedia, derma, psychiatry, respiratory. Now these two branches come as a cluster. Geriatric I've done, family medicine. Now I'll write here. So the branch that I had to discuss was, yes, the cluster of MD, anesthesia and emergency medicine. Now these branches are usually available at the ranks of 30,000 to 40,000, easily available. MD or DNB is available, and very good branches in my opinion. In anesthesia you can go in DM critical care medicine, you can become an intensivist, and mind you, in future ICUs are a must. एंड इफ़ यू आर अ पर्सन हु हैज़ अ वेरी गुड नॉलेज ऑफ ICUs, देन आपकी बल्ले बल्ले, आपकी अच्छी नौकरी, अच्छे पैसे मिलेंगे. क्यों? बिकॉज यू नो विद ग्रोइंग विद टाइम, age increased, the age at which age of death, I'll say the age of death is increasing. Lot and lot of patients, lastly they go to ventilators, they go to all the machines. So ultimately patients, they come to ICUs, and ICU mein they usually remain admitted for a very long time. So in future, with the advent of advancement in the modern medicine, ICUs are going to be an integral part of the treatment. So MD anesthesia is a very good branch. Salary wise also it is good, you get a good salary, plus you can manage a good वर्क लाइफ बैलेंस, बिकॉज यू कैन मैनेज कि मुझे इतने घंटे ड्यूटी करनी है, मुझे पूरे 24 घंटे ड्यूटी नहीं करनी है. सो MD एनेस्थीसिया एंड इमरजेंसी मेडिसिन इज गुड दैट वे. In this, there is one branch, MD family medicine. Now, in my opinion, I'll say MD family medicine is not a good branch because it has got no scope, no career, and usually people will not come to you because, first of all, in India, the orientation to MD family medicine is very less, and then people usually prefer going to internal medicine or geriatric. So, if you are thinking of MD family medicine, then there's no scope for that. And then the next branch, I have a lot of questions. Immunohematology, immunohemat and blood transfusion. Now this is a very new upcoming branch hai ye abhi. So I'll say the job opportunities are usually in the big tier 1 cities only. It is not present in the tier 2 cities, first thing. Second thing, then usually MD pathology people are only doing these jobs. So only tier 1 cities and government hospitals which are having, or corporate hospitals which are having the department of blood transfusion are usually giving you jobs. So MD immunohematology and transfusion medicine में अभी scope ज़्यादा नहीं है. Maybe after some time, after 10 years down the line or 20 years down the line, it will be very important branch. But today, right now, for next 5 years, I can say that it is not a very upcoming branch. Coming to the surgical branches. Now surgical branches में we have MD general surgery, we all know, and its options also we all know. It's a very hectic branch, mind you, very hectic, and somebody who is ready to go through 24 hours duty, 36 hours duty, and doing a lot of long standing operations should go for it. Then ENT is a branch which is usually available from 30 to 50k. If you do MS ENT, then you can go for MCH neurosurgery. So this is one branch open from here. So if suppose you are not getting general surgery, same way it's like MD medicine, you're not getting MD medicine, so you do MD respiratory and then you do DM cardio. So you take ENT and you can go for MCH and neurosurgery. Ophthal also, Ophthal is a very good branch. As we say, old age mein patients, the number of cataracts are always there. Then as you say, refraction, you can say in the children there is a myopia epidemic, right? Isn't it so? Almost every child you will see is having specs. So ophthalmology is having a very good scope in future also. And you can open up your own center also with the help of some more surgeons, ophthalmologist, or a refraction person also, or a retina surgeon, and then it's going to grow very well. So ophthalmology, and it's a very clean branch, not very hectic also. No emergencies usually. So ophthalmology is a good branch. OBGY is a very hectic branch, just like general surgery, and a lot of duties, emergencies, deliveries. It's a very hectic branch. Somebody who is very die-hard fan of obs and gynae should only take this branch, and in that you can, in future, you can do a lot of fellowships, or you can do MCH also in gynec oncology. So these are the various surgical branches, right? ऑर्थोपेडिक आई हैव ऑलरेडी टोल्ड, इट्स अ वेरी गुड ब्रांच, वेरी अपकम, मतलब फ्यूचर में भी अच्छा स्कोप रहेगा, अच्छा पैसा कमाते हैं ऑफ द ऑर्थोपेडिक्स. सो दीज आर द डिवीजन ऑफ क्लिनिकल ब्रांचेस. नेक्स्ट वीडियो विल बी टॉकिंग अबाउट द प्री एंड पैरा क्लिनिकल ब्रांचेस.